this is Shubhya. Welcome to your Pedia, and here we are going to move ahead towards the next exercise, and this is your exercise number 42nd from Manhattan. So let's solve it. It's quite simple one. Now see, as you read the sentence, it's one-line statement. Just months from retirement, the disgraced executive was forced to make dash exit from the company. Very obvious one, like, so it is disgraced executive, like someone who had fallen from the reputation. Obviously that person would have a negative exit, right? So you won't say that the person would have a positive exit, so there will be a negative word. First thing. Second, a disgraced person would obviously have a disgraceful exit, like something that is very bad, shameful, humiliating, that kind of an exit will be there of that person from the company. Now, there are 6 words, and here your vocabulary needs to be extra strong. For this, I always bring up every week, you can say high frequency words, which are 1000 in number in total, and I'm trying to comprehend 10 by 10 every week. So do listen to them, because those words ultimately fit into these vocabulary set, and by using the tricks, by using those vocabulary words, you will be able to target the best marks in GRE, right? So let's come back to the question. Now there they are telling us that there are 6 options given to us, and the choices are really smart because they are trying to confuse us. Now the very first option is peppery. Peppery means someone that is irritable, sharp-tempered, or sharp-tongued, bad-tempered, or someone you can say is easily angered. Okay, so you can call it as easily angered, bad-tongued, okay, so sharp, something like that. It's a negative word, though it's a negative word now. But you have to understand, first I'll give you the meanings of the choices, the options, and then you can fit which suits the best. First we'll do it by elimination method. Second is a triumphant. Triumphant is something, obviously someone who has won the battle, someone who is successful, winning, something like that, that can be called as triumphant. So obviously this is a positive word. Next is your boorish. Boorish means something that is quite rude, impolite, rough, okay, so coarse. So it is rude, rough, impolite, so that is harsh, you can call it that. So boorish is that word. Obviously it's a negative word, okay. Next is your ignominious. So ignominious means something that is very shameful, public disgrace is there, humiliating is there. So same way it is also humiliating, public disgrace, and you can call it as shameful. So this is your fourth option. So obviously this is also a negative sentence or negative option. Next is your defile. Defile means something like you spoil something, you damage something, you damage the purity, appearance of something, right? So it is your damage the appearance or purity of something, that can be called as defile. Okay, so defile is this, or even you can write one more with it, like it's to spoil or damage, like these two come together. So obviously this is also a negative word. Last choice which we have is unseemly. Unseemly means something that is not proper, not appropriate. Not proper, not appropriate, inappropriate, something like that you can call it, negative. Now we need to eliminate. Do it by elimination method. You got 6 options, 6 choices. Now, just months from retirement, the disgraced executive was forced to make the disgraceful exit from the company. First choose the bad words, eliminate the positive ones. All other bads except this gets eliminated on its own. One option eliminated, okay, good. Now we are left with the 5 options. We need to remember, is there anything about peppery, easily angered, bad-tongued, strong, a person? No, we are not talking about anything like that. It also gets eliminated. Now, defile. Defile suits it, like damaging, spoiling, like something that is not good. But you need to remember that it is not used for a place, it is not used for an exit, but for a place. So here we are not talking about the place, we are talking about the exit. This gets cancelled out. We are left with 3 options, boorish, ignominious, and unseemly. This boorish is just meant to confuse you out, because they have got some kind of, you can say, a hack where you just get confused between these options, right? So boorish is actually something that is rude, impolite, harsh, but it is generally for a person, not for, you can say, the exit. So here this also gets eliminated. We are left with two options, ignominious and unseemly. That is both means some kind of a humiliating one, shameful one, public disgracing one, something that is not proper and not appropriate. Now this question you will say, ma'am, it was not based on any trick. Yeah, it was based on the strong vocabulary where is a set of high frequency words. We get both the things covered. Here you need to do, the answer can be detected from elimination method, plus you can get an idea that if it is a disgrace executive, a negative answer would be there. And obviously the vocabulary needs to be strong for this question. Now here, ignominious or unseemly, your words here is disgraced. Obviously disgrace words is given to us. Ignominious and unseemly match well. No trap answer is defile, which I told you it is always for a place which does not fit appropriately describing an action, because it is not for an action. You could defile a holy place, damage the purity of a holy place by doing something very inappropriate. But for a place or thing to be defiled, it should be very pure beforehand, and it should be pure beforehand. That is why the person is already disgraced once, so obviously his exit would be disgraceful. There's nothing about defile now. Okay, just months from retirement, so disgraced executive was forced to make a disgraceful exit from the company, and the answers which fit in are ignominious and unseemly, right? Next is your ignominious means something that is very disgraceful, shameful, dishonorable, or something you can call very embarrassing. When the boxer got knocked out in the first round, everyone knew it was the beginning of an ignominious defeat for him, something that was very shameful, obviously, if you get defeated in the very first round. Second is your defile. Defile means, obviously I told you right now, something to spoil the purity of something, right? So to damage the purity or to make something impure, which is very pure at the start. Abuse, degrade, befall. Because Jared is a hamburger purist, he believes that adding any contaminants is only going to defile the flavor of the beef. So you should not do anything wrong in it. Boorish means someone who is bad-tempered, rude, insensitive, right? So here the options we have is something that is clumsy, rude, barbaric. Even though the pirate captain was brutal and boorish with his men, he was always courteous to the female captives. So obviously their people are nice to the females and bad and ill-tempered to their men. Next is the peppery. That is something that is very spicy, pungent, bad-tempered, short-tempered, the one who gets easily angered very easily, that can be also called as peppery. The last is your triumphant. Triumphant is obviously a positive word, experiencing a feeling of success. When John successfully passed his final exams, he was trained yet triumphant. That obviously you are so tired, but you have a feeling of, you can say you won it. So the options, synonyms are proud, exultant, glorious, victorious, elated, celebratory. So that was all, and it was just based on your vocabulary. I hope you understood something in the last, 41st we have done, where it was based on the trick of though, although, and here it is a strong vocabulary game, plus giving us an idea that here disgraceful was a given term, and at the back disgraceful should be there. What are the options? Do it by elimination method, and you can easily solve the questions. Take care, have a nice day, keep learning, keep growing, and do follow for more. And here I'll be solving a lot of exercises of Manhattan. Bye bye, take care.